Our heavy rainfall wrapping up now. Still a few lingering showers around on the North Shore, kind of an extreme northern and central Washington parish, a couple of thunderstorms, and a little bit more beyond Tangi moving into the Florida parishes, a little bit more west. And then as far as the river parishes go, a lot of that rainfall starting to wrap up down toward Pierre Part and Morgan City as well. So the rest of the evening drying out, still some lingering clouds, but that does help to at least drop the temperature. So even if you didn't get the rainfall, the increase in clouds did help to kind of regulate temperatures. What was interesting today is we had 90 degrees for an afternoon high. That was set before noon. Then the rainfall began dropping temperatures, and we did pick up an inch of rain at Kenner. So now officially for the month, 1.01 inches. So not really had a whole lot of rain for June, which not a terrible thing, because usually when we see a lot of rain in the tropical months, that usually means we're dealing with a tropical system, and we don't want that. Right now outside, we do have some clearing of the skies looking toward downtown. 78 our current temperature. Again, the rain-cooled air really did help us out. We're in the 70s, low 80s across most of the area, but when we stayed in the sunshine, Buras 90, 91 degrees up in Macomb. When the rain began, or just before it began, we were at 90 degrees. Again, that was before noon. 88 just before 1 o'clock. Now, the rainfall really got started at Kenner just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 85 degrees. Before 2 o'clock, we had 79, and then at 1:51, we hit 73. That was as cool as we had gotten so far today. That's actually cooler than our morning low was. So the rain-cooled air really does play a huge role. Now, we're not going to see too much in the way of rainfall tomorrow. Rain coverage is going to be far less, 20% chance for an isolated shower. So at Lee's Landing, 91 degrees, mostly sunny, maybe a stray shower, but most of us will not see the rainfall. The only area in the tropics that we're watching is Alex. If you were up early this morning, 1 a.m., the Hurricane Center upgraded PTC-1 to Tropical Storm Alex, with winds right now of 65 miles an hour, actually a little stronger than we thought it would get once it moved out into the open Atlantic waters. But the system is moving away from land, so the only area that could be impacted from a still kind of well-sheared storm, again, there's a center, although the thunderstorm activity is well removed from the center, would be Bermuda over the course of the next day and a half or so before all of that rainfall is off to the east. And elsewhere in the Atlantic, we are not expecting any development. Something was very interesting. I was pointing this out on Friday with PTC-1, now Alex, was even though it moved over that deep, warm loop current, it did nothing. The environment across the Gulf of Mexico was very hostile. And what's kind of interesting, that once it got into relatively milder water, that's where it exploded. I wouldn't say exploded in strength, but that's where it got better organized. It was the upper atmosphere that played the big role in the development of this storm, not the warm surface water temperature. That's just kind of one part. It really needs all of these things for tropical development. The absence of dry air, low to no wind shear at all, as well as those warm sea surface temperatures. Just having one of those does not mean you're going to get a developing storm system. So all that hype about the loop current early in the season kind of overplayed, because this system moved right over the loop current and it did absolutely nothing. So once Alex moves on, the tropics look to stay fairly quiet for the next 5+ days. Let's keep that trend going as long as possible. A few isolated showers are possible tomorrow. Then a ridge of high pressure is going to build in for us, keeping us mostly dry and likely hotter before the ridge shifts off to Texas and allows for a few more upper disturbances to increase our rain chances Friday and on into the weekend.